How to put risk into perspective. Should you worry about exotic germs such as Zika and Ebola? What is the #1 cause of death before the age of 44? What is more powerful, your genes or your environment? Is in-home genetic testing worth it? In the fall of 2014, the news headlines had millions of Americans glued to the media in hysterics about Ebola, a virus that has a high mortality rate and had landed in the United States from West Africa, where it had killed scores of people. People started to ask questions such as whether they could get Ebola from a toilet seat, in a stuffy subway car, or from a dog exposed to it. We Americans do panic well, and we seem to love worrying about exotic matters rather than ordinary, familiar ones, which we treat rather cavalierly. A few cases in point. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, less than half of us get the annual flu vaccine, even though each year in the United States, the flu kills up to 20,000 people and lands over 100,000 in the hospital. And the vaccine can typically prevent or at least soften the blow of the virus if it's contracted. In a bad year, when the flu is especially virulent, up to 60,000 people in the United States will die if they are unvaccinated. Tens of thousands of Americans perish in car crashes each year, and more than half of those people weren't wearing seatbelts. Nearly a quarter of teenagers in fatal accidents are distracted by their cell phones. Every day, 11 teenagers die as a result of texting while driving. Car crashes are the leading cause of death of teens in the United States. And vanity must trump sanity when it comes to tanning. More than 3.5 million individuals are diagnosed with skin cancer yearly, and nearly 10,000 of them die. Today, 1 in 5 deaths in the United States is now associated with obesity. Over the 2-year period of the Ebola virus outbreak, there was 1 U.S. death. So, indeed, eclairs are scarier than Ebola.